we lie. Let we believe and we worship Him, so that we go live good tomorrow when we die. Oh. But now you see things they done they change. Power struggle don't overcome we all. Now let we join hands for make better Salone. So let we try. We all don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. Salone don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. We all don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. God they help me say. Let we join hands, for let we go before. For them, nobody no can for come for help again. If we no help we say. People them, nobody no can for come for make Salone. If we no make what we say. So let we drive away tribalism now. Forget about nepotism now. Let we join hands for make sweet, sweet Salone. So let we pray. We all don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. Salone don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. We all don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. I hear the voice they say, if we band together now, everything will be alright. Still they tell me say, that we lack selfishness, we are gonna live all rights, not the world. So let me pray. We all don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. Salone don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. If them don't come for there we left for bread. Now let we join hands for let we make Salone. Bumble them, nobody no can for love for help again. If we no help we say. People them, nobody no can for love for make Salone. If we no make what we say. So let we drive away tribalism now. Forget about nepotism now. Now let we join hands for make better Salone. So let we try. We all don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. Salone don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. We all don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go. Salone don't live now we die. Now we go try for there we go.
All right, Fambulem. Una good evening, una kabo, una kushe. This na the VOS. Fambulem, I know say it don't late because normally compared to the program what we do on Saturday, we na a little bit earlier time. I see boku people and joining, and I also say boku thank you to all the people that were joining. And for we Christian brothers and sisters, where they celebrate Christmas and wanna see me Christmas tree. So Merry Christmas to una, and for we the Muslims them, I go say happy holidays to una all, to we all. So again, when I know say na Salone, we they celebrate both Christian and Muslim holidays. So we they celebrate both pre-day and at the same time we they celebrate Christmas. So now that make it nice for let we recognize we brothers and sisters them and let we also help them for celebrate. Fumble them again for the people and way they join for the first time. Me na Abdul Karim Kagbo and are based in Canada. And again, for people them way again at the first time this me profession waiting I go school for, I mean an economist. This na program we call politics and economics. So something done they make a whole round na social media about the audit report. So again, we know say that audit report today now something where they give we boku understanding as to how the government agencies them and the government ministries them and the government departments them, how do they run them. If they run them well, that's we give them kudos. If they run them well, we get for going at the drawing board and try for assess as to how we can able improve on things. So that's not the topic for tonight, the audit report of 2022. So the reason we make us say 2022 because the report covered 2022. So yes, then publish this December and then put them before Parliament because right now they don't table on a Parliament. And again, if you go to the websites, now they are download them and you go forget them. So, but before we do that, go dive into the audit report. By the way, some things then I will read the report. It's now like over 400 pages, but I try for kind of go through them, not to like word for word, but mostly the tables them, for let able let able understand the numbers them, within they mean and stuff. Some things the way I go show now, go shock plenty Sierra Leoneans them. And again, this not go consider this particular government fault, but now the government that will even be don't come before this government, we don't able to do anything as to how we will get more money for we mineral resources. Because Boku Salone people and they say, oh, we get gold, we get diamond, we get rutile, we get bauxite, we get iron ore, then call all that. But I go shokuna, Amos, as of last year, Amos Salone receive from all the entire then call royalties. So meaning the fee where then company then they pay after we don't mind we resources like for each diamond and all that. I understand say sadly enough. I use the word sadly because this to me I feel in a ripoff. The Salone government, if I understand correctly, they only get 3%. 3% of any diamond where they come on out the country, or gold, iron ore, rutile, bauxite, you name them. Only 3%. Now in the company where they mine them, they give the country for each, depending upon the scale, how do they assess them. So I go want for pay a whole lot of attention to that particular aspect there, because it will really shock una mi fambulem we una really realize say we need to get much money from the mineral resources them. Again, I see like only a few people don't join, but I'm not surprised because Boku people the people mostly we can join the UK and Salone. Then they sleep now, and with all the holiday Salone. In fact, somebody tell me say right now na Salone things they're really tight for people them, and some man. But the good thing is, again, I have to say, they don't lift the curfew. So I say kudos to the government for that, for way they lift the curfew. And then they go able help to some extent, it will help people them for let them go fend there and to mod. And especially, we all know say people that they come out now the diaspora, they like that nightlife. So, and again, I did the enjoyment day. And that nightlife now, like the bars them, the restaurants them, where they open up to late. So they're all they in place then they then go definitely now gladly because then go begin get revenue from the place then they. So I want to say kudos. Again, Fambulem, last week we get boku people them way then call we, then participate in the program. And I'm so thankful for that. And I want to tell all the people in Boku Tenki will be called. They be call so many times, and the calls then be so plenty that unfortunately I get for still end up for cut the program because if it don't go over 3 hours and still boku people every day on the line. So it go fine for let us see similar participation tonight. So as a result of that, let us open the phone line right away because this discussion, a discussion we, if una permit me, I go on for push till maybe an a 2 hour and a half. But if we not done I go spend time where I go come back. And maybe I will come Sunday because I know say Mr. Shield on them. They don't take a break, holiday break, but sometimes I go feel last sports day for talk about this on Sunday and Saturday. Hopefully, we go see with Sister Matilda go come back and take over and show as I be feeling for them last Saturday. So again, Fambulem, the topic of discussion tonight, the main topic, because we get other topic them we I want to talk about, but the main topic tonight will be about the audit service. So the Auditor General put a report, so I go talk about that report today. But before I do that, like I say, the phone lines they open right away. So like get una the phone lines them. If you they call we from North America, we you know get for pay anything. Now toll free, and the toll free number now 1-866-944-7722. The number now 1-866-944-7722. If they call from North America, we mean the United States, Canada, and Mexico and Puerto Rico. Then place then if they call from there, you can able use the toll free number, and that toll free number they you know get for pay anything, no long distance at all. We don't take care of that for you. That's how much we love we country and how much we love we Salone brothers and sisters. Then for they not get additional cost on them. So they take the tab for the long distance. So you can call that number. They win now 1-866-944-7722. If you call now UK, the local number for reach we now plus 442080891455. The UK number now plus 442080891455. If they call from Australia, the number we will go ask you for call now plus 6129098437. Australia number again now plus 6129098437. And this last number we can always say now the one pot where everything included. So meaning now one port from any part of the world where you did. Just call this number. You go able forget we state. The WhatsApp number now 1343-997-5828. 1343-997-5828. And una not forget to we get with VOS radio station na Freetown. We na FM 91.9, and then get great programs them. We are going to encourage you now for watch them programs then they or listen to them programs then they very soon then going to do live video broadcast for some programs them we not get any copyright issue on. So una stay tuned for that, and I go update una as they get things then going with respect to the radio station as Salone. But for right now, then they begin from around 9 in the morning to 10 p.m. na net they broadcast. So if you also, for the people way not able to get the FM station directly, I go encourage you now for una download the app, and that app they go give you access to them, and that app there we can also show soccer, and particularly people that will like football. I know say Salone, even women themselves, they like football. So una cable for download the app and una watch football for free, international football where you can able get the Premier League, the English, the Spanish League, the French League, the Italian League, and even the American League. So all the major leagues around the world, we can broadcast them. And depending upon the one way we see, say, more Sierra Leoneans they go be interested in, that with the show. But we can also, over time, show highlights from the other leagues them. So I'm going to encourage you now for let una download. We get Boku people who don't download, but for una we're not able to download the app yet. I'm going to encourage you now for let una download the app. And again, fumble them. The phone lines they open right away. So I'm going to encourage you now for let una call and let we talk about waiting they gonna Salone. Not only the bad things, because I know see some of my brothers and sisters them they'll accuse VOS, say VOS now for the opposition. But I want to make it clear, my brothers and sisters, una way they say VOS for be now the opposition. The media then get waiting and call the media now fourth estate. And what that mean? It means say now first now long term something we they kind of come up with. So then get different estates, but the media be fourth estate. So the reason we make the media be fourth estate now because of several reasons for all the government accountable. So I want to let una know that. For people in way not fully understand with that term there, let me make it clear. The term, let me read from here. The term fourth estate in politics and society refers to the press or news media, both in explicit capacity of advocacy and in implicit ability to frame political issues. And that's what they do now. We talk about political issues, you know. So, and again, I go kind of read further. This term originates from the European concept of the three estates of the realm. The clergy were at the first estate, the nobility were at the second estate, and the commoners were at the third estate. The fourth estate is considered an important check. Now underline that word, an important check on the power of the government and other social institutions, holding them accountable by informing the public and providing a platform for public discourse. And I get that? So me fumble them where they sort of complain about just kind of short term, screen short term, and then show una. So this probably go help for let we get better understanding as to waiting the media supposed for do. You know, where una they say, oh, VOS now opposition and stuff. So I do a kind of research and say, okay, let I make them in a way that people then go clearly understand waiting VOS supposed for do. You know, not to just say waiting a one for do, but waiting VOS supposed for do, and the media as a whole, waiting the media supposed for do, not to for pamper the government, not to for can throw praises at the government. Remember, the government get them channel them already. Where then channel them, they believe it or not, they're sufficient enough for sing praises for the government. So we now waiting we supposed for do now for all the government accountable. So where be the read I should say boko of una probably be the stain. So I put on the screen for read them back. The term fourth estate in politics and society refers to the press or news media, both in explicit capacity of advocacy and in implicit ability to frame political issues. We even get a show, when Amatilla and show what we call political issue. Salone issues. This term originates from the European concept of the three estates of the realm. The clergy, first estate, the nobility, second estate, and the commoners, third estate. The fourth estate is considered an important check on the power of the government and other social institutions, holding them accountable by informing the public and providing a platform for public discourse. It plays a crucial role in a democratic society by ensuring transparency and accountability in government and other powerful entities. So, Ms. Salone, brothers and sisters, una see am? So, given the definition of the fourth estate, we now under the umbrella the VOS fit. So, una tell me, una be honest to una sefo, una tell me, looking at this definition, what in VOS they currently do, were they outside of this definition? VOS need to bring the matter to the public, we relate to democracy. VOS need to check the power of government and other social institutions. VOS need to try for all the government or public platform them accountable, or the government in general. VOS need to hold them accountable. And how will they hold the government accountable? Will they inform the public? We provide a platform where we inform the public about what thing they currently go on. And in essence, we play a crucial role for make sure say democracy then a Salone, or then practice democracy the way how it's supposed to be. And we they make sure say we're transparent and then accountable. So again, we all the government to account. And we want the government be transparent to the people of Sierra Leone. So the side and where the government not transparent, we they bring and come out to the public domain, just like how it's shown now the definition. So my brothers and sisters, the way they accuse VOS, oh, VOS never talk good about the government and stuff. If that good day what they do, if they push the democratic dispensation of the country, yes. If they improve democracy, yes. But for the most part, the job of the media, now for all the government accountable. So again, we all know, so not just Salone government, even Naya, mostly the government can tend for overplay the achievements and underplay the side them way they do well, the wrongdoings of the government. So now that make now Salone or any side now the media a responsibility for highlight the wrongdoings then they for all the government accountable and ask the government say, okay, well, why they do this the wrong way? Why they not do things the correct way?
Bluetooth disconnected.
So clearly, now the administration responsible for that. So again, this not just a clear indication of saying VOS not to do anything wrong, as people them they think that. Again, not to for defend VOS, but plenty time people do not just get the understanding as to what thing the media are supposed to do. So now he make a decide for put this up, let people then clearly understand the role of the media. So I hope say this will put to rest, even though for some reason we not ever go able to satisfy everybody, and that's not the nature of things. Not everybody go like VOS, but we need for be truthful to each other and say VOS they do this in the interest of the Salone people, not in the interest of APC. My brothers and sisters, I want to make them very, very clear. Say VOS need to do this, what they do so in the interest of APC no more. No, it they do them in the interest of APC, it they do them in the interest of SLPP, it they do them in the interest of all the organizations them, social public organizations them, and in general, VOS they do them for the people of Sierra Leone. So I want to make them get this very, very clear. Again, I don't want to labor too much on the point. I want to go straight. Fambulem, in addition to the audit report, The thing where I go also want for talk about now about a video where again kudos to Lamran Abba. He shared that video, they tweet about it. Video where to Boku Salone people and then go disappointed in Parliament. So parliamentarians then they argue bitterly about the $25 security fee. Where you do enter Salone, you do pay $25. And when you do go out, you do pay $25 as well. So that is now $50. So rather than the debate and think about the people and where they go represent, because if they advocate on behalf of every Salone person where they use that service day, it will mean benefit for them as well. But what they then do, then just argue on their own side, say again, then deserve not for pay that fee day and all that. But remember, then go represent the people of Salone. So what I go do, fumble them, let I play the video and I go come back, let we talk about it. And after which I go dive into the audit report, because I know say clearly the audit report, boku things then they for talk about. So I don't want for take too much time on something else, but I just feel say given that boku people that don't travel already, and also you get some people them wait still, they wait maybe after Christmas or close to Christmas, few days, or even the Christmas they have try for travel, and they pay this fee upon arrival, and where did they left? Not to say included in a ticket. So meaning this not additional cost for people where they travel to and from Freetown and Salone. So let I play this for Una and I will come right back after this. Let me talk about that. Una go call. Let me talk about a little bit, and then we go dive now to the audit report special proper. All right, Una stay tuned there, Una share, because I want for let boku people talk about this. This na Salone business. Now we all business. All right, I will come right back after this video. Una stay tuned.
The honorable member has made series of issues. We don't want to take these issues as political materials. We are not against the payment of the $25, but the manner in which the money is being collected. We respect the fact that we need military personnel around our airport for security purposes. But when it comes to a point that they are the people asking you to pay, and when you enter, it's also very, very much alarming, and it creates fear in people who are coming to Salone for the very first time. We are asking, it's just a matter of small protocol. Include the money, the $25 into the tickets people are buying, and ease the burden of people coming to the airport. Most times people travel as they transit into other airports. The cash they have is what they eat because of delay. And when they come to our own airport now, they have to pay $25. Some people don't have it, and it's so embarrassing. So let it be included in the fees of the ticket rather than coercing people to pay. And it is done in such a manner, Mr. Speaker, you will not like. Most of us have gone through that embarrassment. The moment you come down the flight, and interestingly, I raised it in the other parliament, there is in that payment, though it is not in the agreement we approved in this house, but in the agreement, in that when you go to the airport, other diplomats from other countries are not allowed to pay. But if you are a diplomat and you are a Sierra Leonean, even ministers, no, I'm not saying this for us, but the manner, my interest is in the manner, not necessarily for waivers. We can have other ways, other people to collect it, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, let me make this very clear to honorable members of Parliament. As long as you have your diplomatic passport, you are not required to pay. The problem is with honorable members traveling with their ordinary passport. If you have your diplomatic passport, you are not required to pay.
I presented, the time we traveled, I was traveling with the former member of Parliament of 112, and both of us with our diplomatic passport. We are coerced to pay by the
No, certainly not. Certainly
no, we pay.
You should not pay.
It is not an
Let me make this
option.
very clear now to all honorable members of Parliament.
We'll take
All honorable members members of parliament traveling with their diplomatic passport. You should not pay. If you have been paying, henceforth, you are not required to pay. Henceforth, as long as you have the diplomatic passport.
Mr. Speaker, I think you, in as much as you made that true, let it be noted that through the clerk's office issue a letter to Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Transport and Aviation, because for the ruling just passed is now coming to effect, but myself, I'm a victim. Even if you have red or overread passport, you have to pay. No. So I have paid myself. So if that's the ruling, Mr. Speaker, through the clerk's office to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Transport Aviation, let this ruling be effected henceforth.
By this ruling, I hereby direct, clerk, that the clerk of parliament informs in writing to the airport authorities. Let the clerk of parliament inform them now. That's my ruling. That every member of parliament traveling with his diplomatic passport should not pay.
Mr. Speaker.
Because other diplomats from other countries with their diplomatic passports do not pay. I don't know what is happening to you, but of course I have not been paid. No, apart from that, nobody will know that I'm definitely. The only means of identifying me is through my diplomatic passport.
Mr. Speaker.
All right, Fambulem, Onadoyeri that. So I want for get una take. This now something we Aboku people in our Twitter then take to Twitter and say what a parliament. And you see where it come to the own welfare, where it come to the own profit or benefit. You see right away the speaker, well, now the acting speaker, the deputy speaker, that's not Abbas Bundu. So the deputy speaker right away he passed a ruling and ask the clerk of parliament for let them put them in writing, send them to the ministries them we responsible, say them not for pay, and anybody we get diplomatic passports not for pay. So if we look at them, and again, what do I think where the other person say the suppose for Adam per the ticket fee, where then they go make you don't pay them already, so you not go come, now you not go cross, and then you reach na Salone, and then you face that kind of thing the way some people they not even get cash on them or enough cash on them. So for say let them pay $25. Not to everybody they get cash right away. Some people and their money they cannot send them ahead of time, or some person in a traveler's check. A different way instead of cash, they can travel with money. So again, I want to know within una think if then for Adam that 25 together $50, because I understand say where you they go, you for pay $25, and where you they return, you for pay $25. So it means you for pay around $50. So let us know what you think. So the phone lines they're open, and I will encourage you now for let us call. Let we talk about this, because again, this is something we Bokofuna for realize say you get some people where they travel with family. So if this family gets, let's say, a family of 4, mama, papa, 2 picking them. So times 25 one way. Then they right away na extra $100, and then for return. So na extra $200. So then they, depending upon how many picking them they go, or how many family members them, na sufficient amount we can discourage somebody. So yes, for provide security, then they fine, and other countries them then can get their security fees then they. But it's all about being competitive. Let we take the first call and listen to this person. VS Network. Hello caller. What's your name and who say they call me from, please? WhatsApp. Go ahead, please.
They call from United States.
All right.
Mr.
Thank you.
Kabo?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, may God bless you for the good work you know they do.
I mean, may God
Um,
bless you as
you
well for we
see,
call.
yeah, you see, waiting this video we just show, it show really how politicians are very, very selfish. So politicians don't really care about we the people we vote them to power. You know, this at the second term we Parliament they take decision where it affects them, it concerns them, we come to them, we affect them directly. There was a time where the Speaker of the House, Abbas Bundu, he say, it not be ever no say, now so people and they pay big money, plenty money for go renew them, then license them motor car vehicle license. He say not ever aware. He say until we is send one pound bobo them for go renew one pound in vehicle them in license. The kind money we then ask for. It bring a debate straight na parliament because it affects them. And we, the public, it don't say we will go through them pinia, we talk them, we gumble them, but they nearly ever pay attention to them. But when it affects them, that particular day, it say it affects them directly. It raise that debate, say that problem in the parliament, and that discussion will come on. Now, the same thing happen back. Before they introduce this particular $25, what they say for security fee, where you they buy tickets for go any country, you they every month, everything, security or take care of your baggage or this or that or airport tax or everything they say that ticket money they where they buy tickets. So people in begin raise questions say, how we can pay extra money? We would already pay this money inside with tickets. The way you go, Salone, you for pay extra. It don't affect me. Last year I go pay. I asked the question. To the lady why they pay. I say, why would they pay this money? Instead of not money, now laugh for me. Say they say for pay. You understand? So this is the problem. Maybe they expect them lawmakers here, na parliament. Maybe they expect say they for stand for everybody, not only for them who get diplomatic passport, but each and everybody where they travel at the airport, not supposed for pay that money. You know, now so now that we could vote for una. Now that we could say una parliament. For more na fight for we. But una not do am. Before that una say everybody will get diplomatic passport, and now that they get diplomatic passport, now then the politician them and the family them. So you see the problem. Then people are any sequel interest. The ordinary man will feel the pinch. Will they see say that they don't make Salone ticket for go Salone is so expensive. Why? Because all them half money also where people and they pay. Where they ask, they don't make tickets so expensive. Now people in the try for boycotts. Then they boycott. Then instead of them go Salone now, then they go through Guinea, then take postcard, then go Salone, or then go to Liberia, then take postcard and go Salone. So that plane will be the can Salone, will be the give that tax to the government. Because of that $25, it is stop. And we see say, but this reason we make back Air France. Yes, Air France stop. Now because they get the amount of passenger for go Salone, they get them. Why? Because people in the boycott. This is not business for the country. The country serve the laws. Just because of one particular law on account where they affect business. It's sad. Politicians them, they really ready for work for we, but they not they work for we. They the only step in way something affects them. And now they can't say only them, everybody with diplomatic passports, not for pay the money. Then how that them? Now then the politician and their family them. Because their family now they get diplomatic passport. We the ordinary people will not get diplomatic passport. So we go continue for pay the money whilst they not the pay them. But they're going to use the same airport who all they use, but they're not they pay because they get diplomatic passport. We not get diplomatic passport, we they pay. This now the law of the animal farm. We say all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. And this is sad.
You turned on me, brother. But I just want to ask you one question before you go, though. So, what about the point where they say other people non-Sierra Leoneans then with diplomatic passport, they pay that security fee. So what you make of that? Why other
now the same time they talk about say, why therefore treat some people and different, don't they treat other people and different? If they for the fight, may they fight for everybody, therefore remove the money because we just not, we don't know what they pay that money for. I tell you, say I don't go and pay. They ask me for pay. Ask the question. Say, why will they pay this $25? The lady say, you don't know. They say for pay. And that's it. So this is the question. This is a simple thing. They're for fight for we. They're not for only fight for themselves, but they're for the fight for we all. They're for talk say they're for remove them. Now that's them for do. But they remove them.
Absolutely.
Because when they buy tickets, we don't already pay for airport tax. We don't pay airport tax. We don't pay for airport security. It's how we ticket money. Yes, every ticket we buy from any country, you don't pay for everything.
The airport security not included though. It's not included.
You see?
So now that's the other person, the other MPB they say. For the conveniency.
But inside your ticket you buy, Mr. Cabo, check you ask someone, inside your ticket you buy, the breakdown of everything, the inside your ticket, even the food and the GUI inside the plane. It is how we pay for, not for free.
Yes, and anyway, let we get our people a chance. Call me back if you get additional comments. Yes, you too, sir. And happy holidays. Thank you very much. Take care. All right, Fambulem, we get another caller on the line. Let me take this call. VS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who side you call me from, please? What's up? Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening or good afternoon or good morning. I call from Germany.
Okay. Welcome. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, just happy that I will go through today. Let me just come to the point. Okay, let me just come to the point because I just tune in. Then I think there was a discussion at Parliament and they talk about this airport tax or whatever. So what do you mean want to say, sir, Mr. Kabo? We all na Salone with a wish for the Salone develop. So in other words, we will all want to contribute to the economical development. So if one day we all diplomatic passports, they exempt for pay this extra charge when at $25. Waiting at their own contribution when they make to the economy. Then one question. Then the second one is these politicians they would appoint where then they represent we from various districts or whatever as they call us alone. These people they're not really fear to we the Sierra Leoneans. You know, you make one suggestion. If the tickets where somebody they buy, if not they all the charges they, you know they even for realize say you don't pay extra charges rather than or like when you reach at the airport, then they go ask you for pay another money waste until you don't get the money in cash. That one day you really don't make them clearly, and it is the fact, you know. So the salon business, we all they talk about, we all they wish for that country they for let push go before. If we not really honest to a conscience before they make laws, then the very country we will all they wish for let push go before not go ever push go before. Because the point here is now the honesty inside we self as human being, not only waiting with the talk as I they talk to you now, but now waiting I really truly mean inside my heart for my country, you know. Now it's very important. So that I'm your contribution. I thank you for where I able to go through today. Thank you very much for the great work that we did to Mr. Kabo.
And thank you so much, brother, and we're glad that you're able to go through tonight as well. Thank you. Let God bless.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
maybe I'll go able to call back. Maybe I'll go able to make my second round call. You know, as the program they go on. You know, thank you
Yes.
very much. I get much to say, but at the moment I not compose myself properly. It was just a shock that I go through. You know.
I clearly understand me, brother. Thank you very,
Yeah,
very much.
okay, sir. Because now it's just after 2 o'clock in Germany. You know.
Okay.
Because you know, Mr. Kagu, to be honest with you, the trend of the politics of Salone, it compel some of we follow we involved into politics. Because I can remember, my own generation, the time when we born in the 60s, the late 60s, you know, we believe or how we grew up in a Salone, we not be no waiting a tribal. Honestly, me I grew up with different tribes. I eat
right,
with different tribes, with
yes.
one plate and all these things, you know.
Okay.
But you know the trend of the politics, it compels some of we for express we concern, but our country because we want go home. We want go home.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And again, I get another thing way I want for play because I say I go talk about the audit report, but another parliamentary discussion we then get we now about the increase, the additional taxes on the rest and other essential commodities. But this then do specifically on rice. So stay tuned and I'm going to encourage you for call back, please. And let we hear from you. Thank you very much, my brother. Let we allow the people for call as well. Thank you. So again, I want to say boku thank you. I will say immediately after this, I go start for talk about the audit report, but I want for talk about something we very important way for come into effect in January. We now just few weeks away. So I want for play for una another parliamentary debate, and this time around now about the additional tax on we staple food. We all know say Salone person if you know it yes before you sleep, you go tell you say no eat anything, no matter what you eat. You go say no, I still no get that kind of satisfaction. So that's how important yes be. And by the way, we sister I see her to Cicede ask how waiting at the name of the app for download. So I just put it on the screen. You can just type Voice of Salone TV. Now both you Apple and you Android, like Google Play Store, if you just type Voice of Salone TV, it'll come up, and now we are the only Voice of Salone TV now the app store. So both Apple and Google Play Store, you for able just type and then you will see the link. Again, if like when you do on Facebook, we get a link where you can just click on that link, they will take you through directly. If you particularly if they watch from your mobile, you will just click on the link, it will take you through there. And also if you feel say you know Bufenam, just now your camera go close to the screen, well, again, if na mobile they watch we from, when that mobile they want for download and from, maybe this not go work. Or you can just go if now another device you they watch the VOS, you they watch me from right now, just your camera goes close to the QR code them. If na Android they use, now the one to on our left. And if you they use Google Play Android, when a Google Play Store, now the one to your right, when are the blue one. So the one when a yellow or beige now for the Apple. So you can able go close to them, and then when you point your camera to them, something they pop up. We go take you straight to the link. So now another method that you can able use. But again, people on feel free for call. So while we wait for more calls, somebody will try for call, but I see we lost that call there. Let us also show before we go proper to the audit report. I know saying that the main topic for tonight, but let we talk about let us play for Una this conversation, this debate in Parliament, and I will come right back after this for do analysis and for dive into the audit report. And the audit report, like I say, something where maybe we not even think about safe. I will show Una how important this audit report be for like we go understand within the go on Salone in terms of the finances. And this go shock Una. But before that, when I call people on a share, let them come and within me get for say about the report itself and things that we find kind of concerning now the report, but not to just for criticize, but I get something for say to the government, where if they listen, I sure say it will help. Okay, because now this only way I get for give based on my own work experience, my own academic experience. Now, this only way I get for the give them free advice. I know they ask for no payment, and I don't want any position as advisor, but this medium, now this platform I will get for give whatever little advice I will give as Sierra Leonean and as something where I feel say the government for pay particular attention to. Again, let we show this debate, and I'll come right back. There, on not go away, other than for just share. I will come right back after this. Stay tuned.
The increase in the price of rice is not as a result. It's not as a result of import duties. It's as a result of the inability of government to institute monetary policies that will appropriately control the exchange rate of this nation. If we don't support this budget to succeed, there is no way we will be seated here after 2028. Because the people vote us out. If we cannot have the Ministry of Finance having written the budget and with all of the recommendations on how they want to change the life and livelihood of Sierra Leoneans, there's no way the people vote us again.
Inside enforced tough debates na the well of the 6th Parliament of the Second Republic for mark the end of the debate for the 2024 budget. The leader of opposition, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, and the deputy majority leader, Honorable Bashiru Siliki, stretch themselves, muscle them for talk and bring out issue them inside this document and self-defend them based on who side them fend themselves.
When the Honorable Member of Parliament for Western area was saying because of the import duty on rice, government was losing over 30 billion euros, I asked myself the inevitable rhetoric. How could government lose when they are investing on the people? Because when you take a comparative analysis between the price of a bag of rice at that time, it was quite and comparatively better than the price of a bag of rice currently. So to invest in your people is imperative on any government. So it's not an issue. Mr. Speaker, let me make essentially clear how government is losing money. When you look at the 2021 audit report, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, it is clear that over 187.3 billion was unaccounted for. That is what you refer to as losing from government resources. It is not when you save for the people, at the end of the day, you make sure that prices on the people go low and you say government is losing.
We immediately start the ball rolling for end this debate. The leader of opposition, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, talk about how he thinks in a better investment for government to in people. The time the government been pull the tax pan rest within the ship come Salone. And he said that's not mean say government they waste copper because it do that for help the ordinary man until we government decide now for put back 5% tax pan rest where the opposition don't get issue with all this term.
What surprises me the most is when honorable members said for the fact that the import duty on rice was suspended in 2009 as stated by Makidinji, the people who operate, the finances of this nation. The honorable members are saying, regardless of the fact that it was suspended, there is still hike in the price of rice. So there was no need for it to have been suspended. It's funny. It's funny and it's a very weak argument. You cannot expect, even amidst the suspension of the import duty on rice, you cannot expect the price of rice to condescend or to go down when you cannot control the exchange rate. With this same exchange rate, there is going to be increase. The increase in the price of rice is not as a result of the import duties. It's as a result of the inability of government to institute monetary policies that will appropriately control the exchange rate of this nation. And why am I most discouraged? I am most discouraged because even in this document they tabled in Parliament, there is no area in which considerations are made by government to control the exchange rate. So meaning government have given up on the battle against the exchange rate.
According to Honorable Abdul Kagbo, not only government add tax pan rest go solve the problem where they make the price of rest they go up. The opposition leader carry on say the dollar rate where you compare them to the leons and the reason for all the yagba where the country don't they get for buy different products them, including rest. But government not look on the put more strength for tackle the issue of the exchange rate. This according to Honorable Abdul Kagbo, no go born good picking if the government not find solution for tackle the exchange rate issue, but wants for pull more strength for add more tax. Where it be they respond, the Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Bashiru Siliki, bring to light thing them where he say government don't achieve as priority them from enforced term like education, light and other one them, but the plenty issue them where the opposition don't raise but the budget document. The Deputy Majority Leader point finger upon the opposition APC, say them almost don't kill the budget even before them burn them. But Honorable Siliki believes say the opposition for support the budget and not for just criticize what them see inside them.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, so when the members of Parliament come, you even kill the budget before implementation. That's even what is worrying. A budget that should be implemented in 2024 has been killed. How can you? What is expected of the opposition is for us to look at this budget and see how we can help the Ministry of Finance in actualizing it. There is no way monies will be disbursed if it is not generated. The finance act has been brought to us. The finance act is simply telling us how monies will be generated to support the budget. It's only telling us how this budget monies will be generated to support. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I am calling on this Parliament. I am calling on the 6th Parliament, Mr. Speaker, to take its rightful position in governance. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, when I see MPs criticizing, saying this budget has failed before time, I begin to imagine
how will this parliament succeed after 2028? Because in this budget phase, we are going to be the greatest losers. Because the people, our faces will be on the ballot paper. I'll say that times without number. If we don't support this budget to succeed, there's no way we'll be seated here after 2028.
On the area of tax pan arrest, where the opposition leader raised, the deputy majority leader, Honorable Bashiru Siliki, say the idea for this tax now for support the government feed salon program as money from this 5% tax with a special one for support the feed salon projects.
In the area of the feed salon, Speaker, this is exactly what is needed as a state. We cannot rely on importation of what we eat. When you go to other countries, Mr. Speaker, when you go to their restaurant, you see their local food. But go to our restaurants today. All of the food we are eating in serious restaurants, they are imported. So, Mr. Speaker, what His Excellency the President have told us that before the end of this term, we should be able to provide for ourselves. And again, everybody has said 5%, 5%. For some of us who've been here, we were here when we did the taxation on rice and iron ore. Iron ore was 15%, 20% and rice 15%. This government is magnanimous enough to accept more. We know we should not be paying. We said let us now remove the taxation. But how do we realize that even after removal of the taxation, rice price is skyrocketing? And these are products that are brought in by private investors. They are making profit. There is no way you bring rice, you don't pay import duty, and you don't make so much profit at the expense of government and community. So we have said, if you are not done, we have saved you the money you should pay us. But if we are not getting the benefit, no, pay us so we cannot ring-fence that money and invest in agriculture. If we invest that 5% and invest in agriculture, we know this will be difficult now, but in the long run, this is what other countries have been doing, looking at the future. In the long run, we will not be importing rice in Sierra Leone.
As all this they be, waiting clear inside different opposition MP them debate, including the leader of opposition, and the fact say the opposition they against the 5% tax where government don't add pan rest within the ship camp Salone. But waiting still not clear yet now the fact say Parliament been already done agree for the 2024 Finance Acts. The document we add the 5% tax pan rest even before the budget document they reach na Parliament. How this happen? And the next big question where you go want for ask. The other one by all them concerned them here from the opposition. The president will sign the 2024 Finance Act or he don't sign them already. For Salone Parliament Eye on Black TV Online. Mina Abdullah Blah.
All right, Fambulem. I want to tell una boku thank you. We don't hear waiting. We again I want to say boku thank you to Abdullah Blah TV Online for that great report today. Boku thing they happen or they say plenty things them during that debate today. And Abdullah Blah, the last part, it just capture him and it asks say if the president don't pass the Financial Act, where the Financial Act, that 5% a day na the Financial Act. So meaning if the government don't pass the Financial Act and this budget, not to any amendment to the Financial Act, so clearly I'm not able to understand why they not make all their argument here strongly enough during the Financial Act whether they pass them. So that's now one thing. And another thing though, for people in way, again, this not to brag, I want brag. I beg, una forgive me. I know una feel sin a brag, I want brag. But the fact of the matter is the way we all two them people argue the case, it clearly shows say they don't fully understand the concept of economics, macroeconomics particularly. Yes, Abdul Kagbo, when at the head of the opposition, the leader of the opposition, it makes some argument, But one side we I kind of doubt why he say that. Particularly, I know say maybe the thing will be mean, not to the way he say am. It therefore say it is not as a result of the import duties. It say the rest they go up not to as a result of the import duties. No, that's not true. The import duties now part of the final price where the people who they bring the rest get for put for like then go able for get them profit. So now part of the cost of bringing less scam now the country. So I know say if the one say it's a small contributing factor, but the most contributing factor for let the price go up now the exchange rate. That if it be saying so, 100% if it be correct. Because that exchange rate where the loans don't depreciate so much, you get for look for the price where it cost them outside of Salone for buy. Use the dollar for buy that one day. So, and when you bring them and a part of the cost. So that particular matching day for match the price where they buy them to the price na Salone, that exchange rate fluctuation don't create problem in the first place. So let's say if you buy them na yeah per one bag rice, I just the throw number, let una not quote me say na so I say one bag rice cost. Let we say that one bag rice, that 50 kilo, you buy them, let's say $50. Now yeah. Okay, 50 American dollars for that 50 kilo. So the time where you buy them, the American dollar now be 20,000 leons per one American dollar, or 20 new leons per one American dollar. So that means when you times that one day, you then look at, excuse me. So where you sort of factor that, you then look at about 1 million, okay, like let's say 100 leon. Well, if 20 leons times 5, so it's let's say 100 leons. So the 100 leons, where you look at them, if it don't cost you $50, and then per 1 leon, 20 leon per let's say it don't cost you 1,000 if the $50, 20 and then times 50, 1,000. So meaning if you look at the old money now 1 million leons. So it don't cost you $1,000, 1,000 leons, new leons. So now the cost, the starting point don't cost you that. And then now you pay the import fees. And this now your cost too. And remember, part of your cost, it also include not only the price where you buy them now, but the transport where you pay from usa you buy them to maybe the warehouse where you go store them before you ship them. And the amount where you pay for ship them, all that one in a part of your cost. And all the amounts then now in foreign money you pay them with the outside of Salone. So when you factor all the costs then and then you can add now the import duties, because definitely the person where they bring come and not go pay the import duties, we're not go pass them on to the person where they finally pay for the rest day, where they go buy the bag for car eat. So now that make way is say the increase not to a result of the import duties, that not completely true. The import duties now also part of the cost structure of that final yes. Yes, the import duty maybe need to increase rapidly like how the dollar they increase, absolutely. So I believe say it mean for say most of the increase I use the word most, of the increase it come off from the exchange rate. That's true. So now it make us say again, I know say yes, they can argue, but now them place here like advanced country, Canada where are they, me fumble them. They can get people them where they do. I don't know if they don't do them now Salone, because one time one of the MPs them na VOS be saying that they get for do their own research and all that thing and they but they're supposed to forget a whole set of people them, professionals them, where they specialize in their areas here. So with their specialty, then can go meet them, and then they work for the ruling government or the opposition. Then are civil servants them. So again, like America, for example, they get budgetary office. Like if they want for annual budget and stuff like that, they go at the budget office, they ask questions. And plenty of them also able part of their staff then get economists and things like that. So then get their abilities then we're able to tell them exactly within now the pro and cons, or the pros and cons, the advantages and disadvantages of this imposed tax. So, but yes, I clearly understand Honorable Abdul Kagbo's point, but yes, not to just no more the exchange rate, but the import duties themselves can contribute. I will tell you, I will give an example where I will import me machine them for the business where we try to establish. I'll be almost discouraged over the import duties. Then charge me, especially for the one my brother we talk about say, me they spend so much per fuel and stuff. But I think if they feel say where I say generator, now that one for just the small generator the way they buy for house and stuff. No, this now something like a plant. Okay, now big generator. But the fact of the matter is, then charge me in excess of even how much I buy them. So that's not a duty. So because of that, and when I tell the guy, I say, but why they charge me more than the amount within the receipt? And I don't show you the receipt of how much I buy them. And I even show you the website for let you go verify that. And you see, what it do is, it just say, oh, this is not a big generator and stuff like that, so it heavy and all that. So now based on just weight, and me is supposed to be market value. Let me take a call and I will continue with this analysis. VS Network, hello caller, what's your name and who say they call me from, please? What's up, go ahead, please.
Today, now my own day, I think, now the same man will be called from Germany. I just listened to the second debate where you display on your screen at Parliament for this price increase. The problem where we get in Africa, to be specific, na Salone, becoming a Salone man. I talk about Salone. We always talk about, hey, we don't increase price per imported goods. The problem we need to see, I'm not an economist, as you are, but basically when me read na secondary school, waiting they make country the thing up strong. When yourself they able for make something, you able sell na the world market, you able get foreign exchange, where they strengthen your foreign exchange. Where they strengthen your currency.
Yeah, you
no,
that's fine.
When it's strengthen your currency, and when your currency strengthen, then you'll be able to buy things when the exported goods very cheap because your currency is strong.
You mean things that when are imported goods?
Yes, sir. Imported goods, because your country, your currency is strong. You're able to buy imported goods very cheap. But the problem is Salone. we get educated people there. Where then at this very parliament, where they call themselves doctors, professors, but they're able to see something we're very common. This is my own problem with Salone politics. They're not able to highlight the problem. Then they speak jargons that are parliamentary. Salone man, one thing which we like for use the foreign language where we call English when our official language. They use them for impress with. When I want thing with me, I respect education, of course. I don't dispute that. But you see, that common sense where God give anybody in this world where he creates, now paramount. It's very important. We know they use them. Look, we get mineral resources in that country. Why we know you will create an environment where we able from raw material, processing, and production, then we sell to the market. So our currency will be very strong. Now we just use this common sense, for my God's sake. I'm bitter as I speak. Sorry, not to you. I just sorry because the politicians, the education where they attained, they're not going to utilize them. Because education, in other words, the common sense, I make education. Now that make me last call why we call it, you say, the trend in Salone, it compel some of me in particular, for not going to politics. Because I mean a common sense, I don't learn book. But a common sense, if God make me go into politics, 2028, the people will select me. I'll be president of that country. Now common sense, I go take cooler country. Then with the good thing where I get inside my heart, because then they a paramount, in terms of leadership. Not to wait in person in the talk, but now what you get inside your heart for your country, for your people then. It's very, very important. No underestimate that. It's very, very important. Because then people are what we call educated people. How long was Salone independent? How many professors that we don't produce? How many lecturers we don't produce? Who's that Salone Day? The only thing we make you always tell people that we know me. I can say this, the book we learn at Salone, we sabi how for write projects for go big. Well, we not sabi how for innovate, for create something for will be independent economically. And that it bug me. It make me bitter inside me. Because Salone, this book, I not dispute education, but this book, can we go no side? 30 days. My brother, Mr. Kagbo, respectfully, can we go no side? Because waiting we get inside we at, and waiting we they talk, it's too different. We don't mean anything good for people left. We they make hypocrites inside we own soul, where God build, where God make we. We too hypocrites inside we save. This is the thing where they born on me. And that I just feel compelled. I feel compelled for going inside politics. I not get education, I not get no degree, but with the love working for that country, the heart working for that country, and they go contest. If the people in CB, they say reason, then they choose me at the change Salone. I promise. Honestly, if God continue for serve, give me long life at this world and well body, I want go inside politics because not to be the intention from birth, from where I'm born, in other words, But the thing where they see now, they don't want the way call themselves, say they educate, and they fool people, they just the fool me all this time. It's enough.
Okay.
It's really enough.
Yeah, thank you very much, and give me a call back. Because your time done. But again, the last thing I go say to you is not feel discouraged. Politics are something where now public something and a public calling. So if you get that instinct today, for let you help the country, as much as I disagree a whole lot with Sheki, one thing we say we definitely agree with is saying a sense now make book, not to book make sense. So common sense, if somebody get common sense, let me take Rwanda president for example, and I get degree. Yeah, I don't get degree, but all Rwanda don't improve and stuff like that. But thank you. Let not take too much of your time.
And exactly. Rwanda always be an example. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So if you get the inspiration, and you get the policy, because it's all about policy, what you want to do for the country, definitely I go encourage you for go ahead and try for run for public office. Thank you so much.
Yes,
God bless you. So
yes,
continue
sorry, sir. Sorry, Mr. Cabo.
Yes.
Sorry, Mr. Cabo. Sorry, sir.
Yes, go on.
You see this country where me they call from, so na industrial state. You know, yeah, na technology na build economy. Germany, na the strongest economy in Europe. We don't take example because they live here. You know, it's not about economically inclined. It's about technically inclined. Now technology now push this country economy.
Yeah, thank you very much. It can be both. Yeah, thank you. God bless. Take care, sir. Thank you. Okay. Yes, as my brother they say, indeed, technology itself can boost the economy. So meaning that go be something where you go say the technology drive economic activities. And but I understand what you try for say. Thank you so much, brother. And again, you don't necessarily need for get boku degrees for run for public office. And it's so sad that one of the programs they one time where I be say one thing where they for try for do. And we see Mali don't do that. We now then get the local languages them as official language. Official languages, not even one. And then Niger don't try for do Burkina Faso self recently understand citizens they try for do that. So again, Senegal attempt for do that. I don't know if they succeed in doing that. I will go for update on that. I make it clear we they see that most of the East African countries then they talk Swahili, not in parliament. Presidents they give speech, official speech, and in local dialect. Something they can mix up. Even the Ghanaian president, let we bring West Africa. Ghanaian president, it mix up. It talk English and Creole, official address. So, but we now, for whatever reason, we just kind of obsessed with English. A medium of exchange of communication. Now that's it mean. Way for communicate. So if you ever speak English grammar and all them big vocabularies them, and then people and clap, where even the one they clap no understand what you say, then you kind of you're not a good communicator. So you need for communicate in a way that people can understand you. Understand what you say. And remember, them people here they represent Sierra Leoneans them. Not all the foreigners that they represent for say, oh, because I don't make this argument severally. Some people and they say, oh well, if they get for go represent Salone now the international community and stuff, where Russia dignitaries them they travel, even Liverpool Russia because you go on for say because of waiting they go on. But where the French president they come to America na English and he sabi speak English. But most times na French they speak. You know why? Because he wants people and back home, the French people and back home, for understand what they say. Then get interpreters. So the same thing for we. Why, for God's sake, we not go find interpreters? Where presidents they give speech, give them pa Creole, Let the average person, Salone person understand. Let we, in fact, like some people, and they say, okay, well, we books with constitution, all that's not by English. Hey, boy, me family, you know, get Sierra Leoneans, they will interpret that kind thing they per Creole. The Bible, where they want for like a rich that village person. The Bible, then get Mende Bible, then get Timney Bible, then get Limba Bible, written in our local dialects. So how they're able for interpret them, for translate them that way they? Not to because they were rich, the average person in Salone, the people, the person within the remote part of Salone, but we now. So some people they didn't see say because of the English, they're not even talking at Parliament because they scared let them not boo them. And with that kind of attitude, how then go effectively represent the people that we sending there? Because they represent a different faction of the society. The young people previously now by constituency. So now by district. So everybody in your district not understand English, but you they represent them. So why you not go talk language where that person go understand you? When you they go back to him, let he understand, let you able to tell and say, you know what? I be talk about this issue. I fight for now. Nobody not get for interpret to that person there because ye. Yes, I understand. I know very well say Creole, even some village people in a village don't understand Creole. But Creole, I believe, say high percentage of Sierra Leoneans them, regardless of whose tribe, understand Creole. If they know they talk and say, but they understand them, then go able for understand what you they say. So that's now another food for thought. But let me go back to this video. So I don't talk about the opposition. Yes, it gets a strong argument. But however, a need for make things clear. Because if you say not to a result of the duties and taxes, you focus say, oh, now a result of the exchange rate, then why you they argue for the tax whether they put? So now make us say plenty of them they not get that kind understanding of some topics there, especially a specialized topic. You need for them consult with people them we specialize in the field and we go able help you with your argument. Because it really shoot himself. It say, oh well, not the result of the duties and by extension, meaning the taxes, the additional tax whether they propose for implement in January. So you say, okay, well, the exchange rate, which is right. The government need for put things them in place for boost the exchange rate, for strengthen with currency. So that's absolutely right. But if you say, oh, not to a result of the import duties, then you kind of don't tell yourself, say, the taxes not get much influence in the price of the commodity in question here, the rice. So if that's not your argument, then no argue against the 5% tax. So, but I understand what you did try for say though. You know, again, I make plenty term, then technical thing, people can get corner una where una they do una debates in a parliament. Because of that technical part where you make it clear repeatedly. You they say, oh, it's not as a result of the import duties. It's as a result of the exchange rate. Yes, most of it are a result of the exchange rate. But the import duty, SEF, now a contributing factor for let the price go up like that. So that's now my message to Abdul Kagbo. Say they probably the consult economist. We go tell them how for position the arguments then they. I don't know in qualification, Usai is specializing, but it come through, say, it gets limited knowledge in terms of economics. So now let us go to the opposition. I think the deputy leader, himself, the way he argue the case, is appalling. It kind of beats me imagination for make the argument there. Say they put the 5% tax on rice because the people that they import rice, they profit too much, and they need to give the government enough. So say the government will don't pull taxes on rice. So this 5% enough will be a big deal, because when you compare with other items, them way higher. Some now 15%. They call ranges. Now, for let you say you put that tax thing because the people the way they make profit, they make plenty profit. So now where this you defend for tax them. My brother, allow me can clear to you. Them people then they not go absorb that tax there at all. Now that posse where they go buy the rest for it, we call the final consumer. Because the one way they go buy them for sale, they get for Adam. And then they get for Adam, put transport for the one the way they buy them from Freetown, Care and go apply. Then get for add that 5% plus transportation for let it care and go apply. So when you add all the additional cost, then it'll be too much burden on the average person. So who that they pay for all the additional cost, then not to the importer, my brother. Now the person way they end up for it the S, for finally use the S. Now in get for pay all the additional cost, then So again, I make us say, for whatever reason, and by the way, people and they say, oh, price control, and then they work. Theory don't show repeatedly. So when you put price control, you they in fact create that situation whereby the item go shorting, because then go do it deliberately. And sadly enough, we not get, I not say not theory no more, but we not get that kind of competition as Salone. Look like yes. Now very few people in government give license for import yes. So if you do price control, or even this the way they do so, then cable get a meeting. Even though sometimes you go say, oh, that meeting they illegal and stuff, then what that means, so then go communicate to each other, then set the price. So not to the market forces of demand and supply go set the price for the reso. Now them goes to decide, say, okay, for now make this much profit, and we just see that government repeatedly don't talk about petroleum products. So repeatedly. So then go just call themselves and then say, okay, well, we increase the price so we will maintain our profit. What do you go do about it? Nothing. But if you open them up, the people them way, maybe if not Malaysia, wherever, Hong Kong, Taiwan, any side, if somebody able get money for import one container rice, like few people them, Sierra Leoneans them, able for import that, all the government need for do is for just make sure say they rest and they do not get any health hazard. But just open them up. Let anybody import yes. Anybody were able, if now one container you able 20 feet container, or you 20-foot container or 40-foot container, if now people then combine, let them bring rest. When you do that, you know what thing you don't do? You don't make them open in a way that people then now who that they buy less expensive one, and you not get way for adjust the price. Like say you go influence the price in the market. So because you're not able to influence the price at the market, not only one grain they bring less. If you make your own deal, people already buy from you. Then go buy from somebody else. We're reasonable. So you go there out of the market. If not because of who say you buy me, they buy it there. So one of two things: you go either decide for stop for import yes, na Salone, or you go decide for change your distribution, like your distributor, for like you what we call cost. Let your cost go calm down, so you go able to make profit given the price where people and they pay at the market. So and now they happen now. Boku provinces and states themselves in America, wait for petrol. People in the order, and you go see one gas station now one price, another gas station a different price. Where then they near. And what to make they charge different price because they get different cost structures. But when you say, oh well, they need for do price control and stuff, no. And then you only allow give license to few people them for import, yes, and other items them. You yourself, what you call you they distort the market price because you not allow the forces of demand and supply for assess or determine the price. So that price control, let we forget about that in our whole economic policy. Now all you need for do is you create an agency with another for the bribe or anything at all, where you go say they inspect the food and where they can in the country for health reasons. But you open them up. Just like how if anybody want for ship motorcar, you can ship motorcar. And it left to you now if you able for handle the price of motorcar if you want for go sell in a Salone. So now the similar way therefore think and do the rice. So that me brother where they say the opposition, we get caller, but please caller, let just finish this thought. So people and where the opposition they say, oh, because they make plenty profit, and so now it make we increase the price. I mean that we put tax and stuff. That may not a sober excuse at all. And then the other excuse where he say, okay, well that 5% it will go towards the president in program Feed Salone. My brother guarantee not there for that. If the government gets certain revenue, and now like how the security situation they so, we see say they don't beef up the security, the government they spend now more on security. Because not a priority right now for stabilize the country. So that tax all the way they collect from rest, they go somewhere else. So it don't necessarily mean say a get for be for the purpose. So all this now something we didn't get for be aware. But the end goal for be way how for reduce the suffering of people. You know, even begin produce that massive amount of rice, and then they put taxes on the one way they can, where now in people they rely on for feed. And me, you they wait for where the feed program don't kickstart. And then you can put them tax here for discourage people them for eat imported rice. So then they go create a situation whereby if it's too expensive for buy the imported rice, you go manage the one way that they go. It's ever talk say, oh, boku people and they eat we country rice and stuff. But now way that you they discourage them. But when you not reach to that level they eat, you try for put tax on a staple food. Then place here, the advanced country here, clothing, boku place them, clothing and food. No tax, no they pay them. Because they're essential to the citizens of the country. Now take the call, and then I will go now after this because I don't talk about them two people here. To me, all to the arguments then get old, especially the opposition. And I know say they go bash me, but the opposition, that point we make, it don't make sense at all. It don't, let's say, economic sense, because it will make sense to the government, but it don't make economic sense. You just they continue to put hardship by the people them where you bring taxes, particularly now where things they're so hard. So because of IMF conditionality, yes, we are not able for put subsidize for like calm down, but we are not add again taxes on top of the already expensive rest of the country. Let me take a call. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who they call we from, please?
Yes. Good evening, Mr. Campbell.
Hello, brother. Thank you so much for call. And waiting you take on the program, sir.
Well, I just wanted to comment on the rice topic that you were just talking about.
All right, sir. Go ahead, please. You done. Go ahead, please.
Okay, yeah. So I just wanted to touch on that, but I'm glad at the end of that you were much more specific, because I truly believe, yes, maybe for now suspend that 5%, build the rice industry by subsidizing that industry heavily. We subsidize them heavily.
Well, just for interruption, it go hard for let them subsidize them heavily because IMF where we can trust money from are one of the conditionalities them within they are against. So it go hard for let the government justify that. So that one of the reasons that for not to be completely independent. Go ahead.
Well, Mr. Cabo, hence this is the part where we need bold leadership. If IMF don't want us to do that, this is based on our survival, because IMF want us to do that to depend on them and depend on foreign access for food. We say no.
Then we'll not take the money, because now the condition that for giving money.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's time for this country to stop being a donor dependent on someone else. That if you don't align to what they want you for do, you become nothing, even though that's your detriment. It's unsustainable. It's not sustainable. There are other ways around this that we can go, but I truly believe we need to subsidize our rice industry and any other industry, especially when it comes to food that we think is critical for national security. Today, just remember that right now rice expensive. Now Freetown is going to be more expensive based on what in the go on in the Middle East, especially with the Houthi now firing rockets on ships and attacking ships that's going across that area. So now ships are being they charge what in they pay for security and for insurance is much more higher. And you were exactly right. That cost it will be passed on. So this is not sustainable. So we need to find a way to come up with our own industry as sustainable as security for our own people and our own land. If anything, the COVID and all these wars around the world should tell us that we need to build our own industry for those basic survivals. Enough for say because of war in Ukraine, it starves people for death not alone. Something that's happening 6,000 miles away. That is wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is wrong. And this is what we need, real leadership. And then you're the economist. I know people like you have brilliant ideas of different ways that we can, our country should be able to find ways to build this kind of industry, especially the rice industry. It's a big staple for us, our people in our country. Why not make that secure? And the other part that I wanted to say is reserve our currency and all that. We get gold in our country, we'll go use as a reserve. We just need bold leadership. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your take. I appreciate it.
Yeah, same here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, brother. Okay, let me take another call. WhatsApp, go ahead, please. VS Network, hello. What's your name? And where you call me from? WhatsApp, go ahead.
Yes, sir, Mr. Yes, sir, Mr. Cabo. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Okay, sir. I just listened to the last caller. They talk about we will sustain the economy or the subsidy. But if you're not able to explain precisely or give method how we for sustain this or for avoid this subsidy. Enable explain. This is not the thing where anyway now the post will be just called from Germany. Something they really bother me. But how people in the discourse they talk say government for avoid this or government not for do this or government for do this, but they not they come up with solution. Now that's another now that make another able to satisfy or feel.
Sorry, brother, with all fairness though, now your solution that one day. Now solution.
Okay.
It just happen almost say issue there with a solution day we come to IMF. But now your solution that. And with all fairness, advanced country, they do that. They can subsidize farmers them. If they want then see certain aspect of their farming affected, they subsidize them. So nothing wrong with that. Go ahead, please.
Exactly, sir. Exactly, sir. You just said it to go, because even I they call from Germany again, at the man we don't at the third time, this is what they call, because you see, this now just for example, let me just mention one example. You see, I can always say one thing. Any law, before government make any law, provision for already don't take. What I mean by that one day? For example, if government don't say somebody not for buy, for example, let we say somebody not for car with smuggle goods in the country, If I don't make sure say now the water key, then forget the system day, effective system where they detect anything we know they pay tax to the government for letting for detector so that will come in at the market. That are the provision before the law, so they ain't gonna make the law effective. So when they talk about this rest in importation and when they talk about subsidy, reduction or addition, you see, I just want to repeat myself again, sir. If government, Africa government, for generalizer, if they don't create revenue for make couple for themselves, what do I mean by that one day? They're able for produce something where they're able for sell at the world market. Even if not to the world market, even the African continental market, they're able for sell to themselves. They're able for generate exchange rate. We go strengthen the economy. So you go able to get plenty copper. If you want for import rest from a country when other within the African continent, you get enough copper for importer.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me keep to the 3 minutes because the calls they don't begin to come. Yeah, thank you so much. Call me back. You can call as many times as possible, as long as nobody else not in the line. We will take your call. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much for the additional contribution. Thank you. All right. Let me go to another caller. VS Network. Hello, caller. What's your name and who say the call we from, please?
Yeah, my name is Francis. I call from Minnesota.
Hello, brother Francis. Thank you so much for your call. And what do you take on the program tonight, sir? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, just the enjoy we Sierra Leoneans and we keep complain about Sierra Leone because we didn't have the diaspora, I can enjoy them so much. But where would they look at ourselves? Which really now we contribution na Salone, like in terms of production, which we the export na the world, not to government the export then. Now we as individuals, which we look it directly with ideas then. We create revenue or employment day. We just they talk, like a government for substitute this for. But let's look at the economic environment now, Salone. What's that really government they generate money for pay teachers, for pay the military, for pay the police, for pay the healthcare providers, for pay the parliamentarians or politicians, and for pay for take care of schools, quality education or whatever it is they call the economic environment day. At the end of the day, now make we constantly rely on donors or IMF. But plenty people not understand that. Even we wage bill, if 10 people are not supplemental, we're not going to they're not going to pay salaries. We're not going to pay for roads. There are a lot of things that country they will not get money for people. And we they oversee, we pay tax for everything. We not complain. We not get success for complain. But we can now oversee now we tell Sierra Leone how they for operate, how they for waiting they for minimize, but within our environment here, where would they pay for even the only thing we know they pay for something that the air would they breathe. They pay for everything. Then Sierra Leone, from day one, we don't get structure. Till now, and we say we ask for much. And with the blame government, I don't go to Salome born, I don't see structure from the man at the street, the layman. He corrupts. They don't want to do things properly in every shape or form. So, back to the economy. If we all no go plant what we eat, we want go to buy from the foreigners, then they will say we're not for tax. How we go encourage yourself for plants what we eat? Just for start with, not for any other thing, but for all we eat, we get for plants. So that tax day, if the manager fine, because me no say they no get for manager, and that's not really the thing. The idea is that no, we just go plant. At least the one day way will depend by way, then they take that in as their own business. Then they plant rest as their own business. Not the government, they plant the rest in the countries. These are individuals. We take as their own business.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately,
yeah. Give other person chance.
Yes,
Thank
please.
You so much.
Thank you. You make a very important point where I will come back to, but let's finish. Let's take the other calls. Them at that point, they're very important, and it will even be me segue to the audit report. The thing will shock Sierra Leoneans them not to the misappropriation fossil. Now the thing them about how much we they get from the mineral resources. So thank you so much, Brother Francis. God bless. Let me go to the next call. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting, are you name and side the call with from, please?
Hey, Mr. Cabo, it's me again. I would like to respond. I just want to respond. I'm not going to make it. It's nothing personal at all. You know, I think it's good for us to have this debate. The brother said I was not specific. I don't give any reasons or solutions. And part of the solution, I think, what you don't understand is subsidize. He lives in Germany. He should probably check out the Department of Agriculture in Germany and see how much subsidies that they give to their farmers. And not just in the beginning, it's all the way to the end that they even buy them from them if they know you will sell all of it. You know, that the open market for them, do everything and to open market for them, which is another form of subsidize. You know, but that is one. The second part of that is the premise. This is the premise where I disagree with it. Is where people say we don't get money. Yes, we don't get money because we don't depend on foreign donors for the last 60 some years. From when we were born, now this we don't see. We not use we own. We not use. Look, a country of Sierra Leone with how many mineral resources, but we have Gulf states and different places around the world with few resources that are doing a lot better than us. And that brother was talking about currency for be able to go out and buy stuff. One of the ways you able to value your currency is they live in Europe, Britain, for example. Currency is backed by gold. We used to have a lot of gold in Sierra Leone. We can use that to back our currency, which will be par to the Western currencies. So this, I don't know if my brother been to listen. Well, I'll give you detail now. Thank you, Mr. Kagbo. And yes, planting, yes, it's part of it, but planting is not enough. Planting is not enough. Just few people planting is not enough. Even those few people planting, you need to give them, you need to help them. You need to make it easier for them to be able to plant. You see? So anyway, I will leave it for there. Thank you, Mr. Cabo.
Well, thank you very much, my brother. And the program today, according to the topic, I say I go talk about the auditor's report. The audit report, I should say. But I want to begin with Lamran Abba in tweet. But I go hold off on that. I know say the last two callers them talk about the mineral resources and stuff like that. Let us show una, and this go shock una mi fambulem. Amos Salone they get from we mineral resources. This now the amount. As a matter of fact, we need to sell them directly, but the company them way they extract with mineral resources, they give you what they call royalty, like a fee. So on a local, this as the brackets show in thousands. But I read the total receipts from mineral resources for fiscal year FY 2022 amounted to, again, I don't know if it's a mistake here, but it put SLE, but I think the new Leona NLE. But this is not the new Leone they refer to. 402,000. So what do you mean? The new Leons, if now you take, now 400 so if you put 3 zeros, so it will be in the new Leos, you will call them as 400,102,000. So 400,102,000 new Leos. So it means now 400 again. Now 400 because I know say Boku of we they sort of struggle with the old Leons versus the new Leons. So this now in thousand and put on so now 400,120 new Leons. But when you add again now in thousands, okay, so you get for add 3 zeros after that. And waiting I want for do though for like una follow, I want to give una exercise me fambulem. And this exercise we all do them together. Okay? So let we take this amount. So 400,102. And then you add 3 zeros, 0, 0, 0. So that's not the new leons. But on top of that, dear, I want for let una add another 3 zeros. We go give it the old leons. For we sabi, we kind of familiar more with the old leons. So if you use the old leons, this go be 400 billion old leons, 102 million. So 400 billion, again, una bear with me for give them boku money because me familiar with the numbers them. Okay. So this go be 400 billion, 120 million new leon, old leons. So if we take this money, again, for like we avoid the zeros them. So let we divide them. If not the old leons you they use, divide them, I believe say per $1, now 21,600. According to the report, now then they use for give the dollar equivalent. Even though maybe it don't pass that, but now that then do as equivalent. So me fumble them, waiting I go do, let's see if I can able share my calculator, because it's very, very important for like we able for understand how much the country they get from we mineral resources. So that way we go definitely clearly see say Salone they generate much money at all from this particular activity where they say, oh, get gold. Look at una seal. This now gold, it begin with rutile, royalty on rutile, meaning that the money that's what they get from rutile. And then you get the second one, royalty on bauxite. And then the third one, royalty on diamond and gold. And then you get the fourth one, royalty on iron ore. So when you put all that together and you get the licenses there now, like people that way they give license and stuff like that. And then you get the miscellaneous. The budget estimates not put on, but the one way I want for loan to pay attention are the actual figure. Now I want to pay particular attention to. Dear me fumble them. So we go able to understand exactly what governments they get from the resources here. We all the ala governments, they make this government, we get gold, we get all them here. So I want for let people able now the screen, the comment section, dear are big. I want for let una help we able understand exactly what una come up with as the number. I really want for una help with that. So I they look at the screen. I know say Boku people are really good per math. So let we test on that. Don't mean so now for the one away from me program. But I want let we kind of together let we calculate almost all the minerals here, the royalty fee. Almost it a giwi. Me fumble them. I really want to do that. So let's go now the screen, the comment section. Let's see people that we don't calculate. Hey bro, on for help with though. I don't see anybody calculates that. Okay, well I just cut to the chase. Let us share my calculator. Okay. So this now my calculator. Let I just go to 0. So when I look at this amount, now 400,000 and 102. 400,102. Okay. So now let us sort of show now my calculator. Let we calculate them together. So let's begin first for calculate the 400. So let we make the amount we then put because now new loans. So 400 and then 102 and then say now in thousand. So let we add that then 1,000 and the 3 zeros. So now this amount in loans they gather. The whole 2022 now this amount Salone get in loans. So this now the new currency. So according to the report, one side way I will show now in a moment how much we get in foreign grant. They make in dollar equivalent, and I take that calculation. The one side they will then take 18.6 something, but another side we then do the math because we know say dollar don't pass 18,000. So now it over 20,000. So the other side then put 20.6. So this now the old loans, are the new loans. So if you want to do the old loans, now you have 3 zeros them. But just for like I know put boku numbers for confusion now. So let we take to the new loans. So now what do we do? Let we divide this amount for let we get the US dollar equivalent. How much it will be in US dollar? The amount where the minerals here they give we per year. So now let me divide this by 21.6. So meaning 21,600, the old loans. But the new loans now 21.6 loans. So I hope say on a kind of get that if we times them by the 3 zeros. I don't know if I want for like I do the old loans. If I go kind of clearly understand, I go do that. But I go come to the same thing. But the new loans, so you do 21.6. So you divide this by 21.6. And then equals to, if I fumble them, this amount we get every year. From we rutile, we bauxite, we gold, we diamond, we iron ore, the licenses, the miscellaneous charges, all together. Waiting at the interpretation in American currency, now 18,523,240. Let's round them up, $41. $18,523,441. So meaning that for the whole year, Salone, they get less than 20 million from the mineral resource system. We will get less than $20 million from the mineral resources. So I sure say this go shock una, no so? It shocked me. But not completely shocked me in the sense that the bank governor, Dr. Samura Kamara, during the time 2018, while they watched that debate, the campaign very closely, I realized, say, Salone, the royalty where we they get, the fee where they get from we mineral resources. Now, only 3% of the value of the resources where the company then where they mine we resources them, they pay with 3% the royalty fee. So only 3%. So if you want to know exactly how much come out from their amount here, from their resources here, all you need for do is you just factor, say this now 3% of it. So you add that 3% to how much this go come into 97%. So you add this plus 97% of this amount. So you times this by 97%. you go get the total way come out na Salone. So we fumble them. Where we they say we get gold, we get bauxite, we get rutile, we get bauxite, we get diamond, we get gold, we get iron ore. All the resources then they. Now less than 20 million a year the government they get from that. So the phone lines they're open before I come to all the irregular spending. The phone lines they're open. Let know waiting una think about this money. Say Salone, we only they get less than $20 million. Okay, we got a caller on the line. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who say they call from. Go ahead, please.
Mr. Kabo, good evening, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
You will just analyze the revenue they get from mineral resources. This now one thing also where I can always talk about, forget the mineral resources and for bring foreign investor for come extract them and just give a percentage to the government, and not the benefits any country. We get for transform Africa. Look within this military Ghana, Burkina Faso don't start. All the mineral resources are in country. They say them for begin manufacturer, processor, inside the very country. Then they sell now to the world market. Now so country they develop, my brother, to be honest. Now so country they develop. We know for just a shout and Salone, we get fishery, we get rutile, we get bauxite, we get iron ore. This very iron ore, if we're able for processor, we're able to produce so many materials from iron ore, where we go sell even within the African continent. Now a big profit for Salone. Talk less that we sell to the world markets. It will strengthen the economy of Salone. We go able to produce iron, how we call them, iron rod and all other different materials from iron. Even for car parts, we're able to sell certain iron production materials that the world. When the world go need we for buy from wheel, But these are the problem. Instead, we just depend on foreign investors and come in, can't take we build we raw materials, pay with small copper, then they take the rest, go make big copper. Wait till make China economy they grow without end because they concentrate in Africa. They not saying they get things very cheap in Africa. Then we try, we get educated people there. We get people that we don't study na Fobe College, na engineers there. We get good construction engineers. We get people that we study different areas of engineering. We not able to do anything with their education and they. This is the thing where they pain me, Mr. Kagbo. Why we not able to process raw materials? Let we sell to the world market, make more copper. We get iron ore. We get so many fucking raw materials in other country. Sorry, I use the word.
Go easy. I know say you're frustrated, but they are go easy.
I really frustrated, Mr. Kabo. I really frustrated because you know what do? Na common sense. I emphasize on this word common sense. This education, what we get, I respect them. I emphasize on this. So the word just says
reiterate.
Reiterate. Exactly. Yes. I want just emphasize on that word there. I respect education. But wait till we don't use what we don't make with this education we will get. This is the main question. We're not able to get answer today.
Okay.
We get all the raw materials here. Why we not go? We not go bring experts them. Then we graduate them from Injala, from Frobe College, from other institutions in Salone. We go train people in that country. How for process them raw materials a day. So we go bring it into use for selling at the world market and make more copper, strengthen the economy. This is just a common sense.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. And
okay, good night. I know we'll call again. This time is fifth time. Thank God.
Let's take another caller. Another call, please. VS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who say the call phone, please.
Yes, my name is Francis. I really want to appreciate, the smart way you do. For me, we know how much really would they get now in mining sector because a lot of people not be know. So, what do people they not know? Like for set up the mining infrastructure, a capital intensive, is very, very capital intensive. And mind you, the country, not to we they go, not to the miners and the come with the companies, and now we they go big them for camp. So when they come, they say they're very crafty. They get a lot of conditions and whether they give the government because government won't get that 80 million news at all costs. If they no mine, will not they get that. So when they come, then they for set up that they mining infrastructure. Bring the machine there, maintenance, all of the it costs a lot. And now people the money they need to take shares. When they done, waiting then the profit for the year, then they pull all their costs of running the waiting and they change with the left. Now this Salone they get that 80 million or less. Because now profits themselves want. So now it make every country way serious. Now shares we don't get force. If we get money, we say we put money there first. So that when we get, if not 3%, 5%, for the bulk money, the profits, we then don't pull the running cost, we will get 3, 4, 5%, depends on the shares we will get. Before it add to the royalty, blah, blah, blah. Like we then go sell that with shares, another route, and I make it hat meeting because people they don't know. Because we're going to get share now, permanent with the interest money when they get the say that company they close. But now these people they not understand. They're waiting government the benefit. They see they create employment. They will hire 100, 200, 1,000, 200,000 people there. Now the benefit than it. But at the end of the day, until we African countries they're not to Salone no more, we able to set up we own mining infrastructure where it's very, very expensive. So we for really continue for divert attention from mining to other things. If not to that, it look like Saudi Arabia now. Then we then they mine oil. Now then they try for attract other things because then the focus ahead this oil business that will get for less. So now that's no more we will get for do as a country. If we go back to agriculture, where it's very easy, then they will be the only way. If not to that, oh, they talk about Rwanda, Paul Kagame. You don't need a power of 23 years now. That country is in agriculture. Not any other thing in agriculture. Manual labor, that's what they do. Not to even technology too much. Now, manual people, then they do. But we know they show that they on camera. They know they show that on camera. All what they show, now how the city clean. But Salone, you can't with that kind of pattern in there, and under democracy, they do. So we always talk about Rwanda, but if we get somebody who start the kind of thing in Salone, now we holler they put on our Facebook or social media. So the mining industry, now highly skilled people, then they way technical, then they hire lawyers, and then they hire accountants, and they hire. So for go with that kind of system, they even for go to turn that thing into finished product. Where they know they do in a Salone. Why? Because the one way they turn them thing into finished product, that's what they survive on. They not go that kind of technology they in a Salone or in Africa. No. It stays in Europe or in America because that specialized skill. They not go sell and do a tissue and that kind of thing and it's just like okay, we did na phone we they make now we they survive on. Then we go una na the markets we they go sell and do na. Then we go teach una how to make phone. It's like technology. It's not in that you know, like when people they say, why do we spend we can't make finished product now, turn the gold into no, they will not do
all
that.
right, great point. Then they now something we can talk about different programs them, but clearly a very important aspect. But again, let we give chance to the caller, and thank you so much, Brother Francis. God bless her. Thank you. Caller, VOS WhatsApp, go ahead. What's your name and who said they call you from, please?
Yeah, I'm in a Sierra Leonean. I call from Salone.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Brother Sierra Leonean. Go ahead, brother. What's your take on the program tonight, sir?
No, yeah, I really appreciate you for make some of you know how much exactly we make per many guys. But anyway, not to look surprising because there was a time where one of my friend told me say this diamond in Salone they even produce pretty diamond. Probably they will produce some taking kind of the government. And my issue with this that but notwithstanding that, I mean it better pass from nothing. And about debate, most of them engineers and they give jobs to some of we I mean we will appreciate that. But sadly waiting and see generation. I know we really want to say, it's like we need to give up. Sometimes when we talk about corruption, we purely the sooner you say corruption, our politicians we all turn to. But like corruption, just like saying the DNA, it is in the Sierra Leoneans. Take a typical driver. Go buy motoka, give driver. You don't do work. Like we didn't say even time for me the driver can explanation upon explanation. Imagine it's not just a driver. Alone, make I not even say a driver like be driving a SK job. But I really bad driver. By Hondas and key, them majority of them are dropouts and you give them drama don't begin. Imagine this Okada rider we not drop out. Now under you put on. If it come with boku drama, what if he be fortunate to be educated person? He occupy state house. Waiting before be the outcome. So like it just one day in wish. But when we happen on our politicians only for Canada or America we see like rich countries and that. But just imagine police. We police team up, it control traffic or a give a ticket, maybe for speeding or for whatever. The money not even come to one. So the government cover. But we are a Salone. Traffic police team up and at the end of the day, money and the government need money. But at the end of the day, the police in pockets. Like now, okay, this regime big, they say all things are hard, we need change. A lie, not to be can change, the system that is country. Possible, far from the fact. And in fact, now for every free for changes, because like APC, they in opposition, they can't go out and don't help. When they can, hey, guy there will begin to regret. Sometimes it's not about the changes. But get better option. APC for sure, not to remedy. The only thing, go back at the drawing table and really try like convince yourself, say, what, Salone, for me, Salone, it's like that be it politician, be it teacher, be it this, the laws and they, but then just say for the city paper.
What wonderful! Thank you so much, my brother. Let me allow other people in for call. Thank you.
Sure.
God bless. Take care, sir. And we're glad the way you call from Salone. God bless, sir. All right. Fambulem, I know say at this shokuna. and let's take one more call. I go show now the fishy after this call. Um, yes, our VOS network caller. Waiting a name and no say they call we from. WhatsApp, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Mr. Kagbo, they call from Dubai.
Hello, brother. Thank you so much. And waiting you take on the program tonight, sir.
Yes, I think this last caller he mentioned plenty things when the actual fact the corruption is like endemic na the system from top to bottom, from politicians down to the ordinary man, and it's frustrating sometimes. We like some of who they try for invest in that country, we see how then they treat we and how then they misuse we investment them. But for sure, me na diamond man, I don't think a diamond field for more than 25 years. This thing where you say so, me it not surprise me because I know, because there was time when I been the ship from Freetown, the export from Freetown. Now 3% they deal as exporters, now 3% you they pay. But now the sad thing again, the corruption we talk about. Now imagine if you check this 18,500,000 or almost $19 million, if the people and pay the real tax, it will go up to $50 million. But what think can happen if the goods worth say $1 million, if I pay say 3%, this 3% na 300,000. Then go prefer value the goods for 400,000. Imagine that. These are the people now where they work na the GGDO. This president here no decide this, minister here no decide this. These are just the ordinary civil servant them from the bottom. Where they work na GDO, this way if it $1 million the goods, when are the value down there, then they make arrangement with the person we get the goods, and then value and say 400,000. Then pay 400,000 tax from 3% from the 400,000. How much they give a give? Something like 20,000 no more than the give. $15,000 no more. Imagine how much the country don't lose just for laying together in money no more. We go buy in private jeep or you get in house because you gotta get around small. So this is not the main problem with the African economy, then especially Sierra Leone. Because me they talk to me that I'm a businessman, I know exactly what they talk about. So this then they do them for exporters, then they do them for the mining companies. Them if best case scenario now half price if you fit $1 million and the value for 500,000, they pay 3%. Then a small change in they give them. Then the government don't lose that in your balance all. So this is something we definitely, Mr. Kagbo, that country they if for Lego before not too small, not to play. And the worst thing, even we the ordinary citizen them, we they force the politician them for corrupt. If you get member of parliament just now, you go in constituency or you go in district 110, 210, you not give us money. Then say, but this is not serious. We don't put and look at the kind of the good money. And how much they pay them parliamentarians? Now change. So with the perception of Salone now, politics not the money day. Everybody want to be politician. Everybody don't turn politician. Everybody now on politics. Nothing not they for doing again. And plenty thing and they will for put up away. We for distract you from the politics. But the whole country now, you go now the woman self na paper market business in more depend politics.
All right. Well, unfortunately, you timed the one out.
Okay.
So call me back.
Yeah.
Because
No
I want to show people additional things. Them. Thank you so much for calling.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So Fambul them the one way I show na the other na the minerals them, but last show na fishy because somebody will make mention of fishy according to the and before I show na we brother make a great point. Say even with the 3%, the people them civil servants then where they evaluate, where they assess the minerals the way they come off from the country, they underestimate them. So give them some cut. So based on waiting their report, now down there the government they get 3% from. And a great point that one day. So again, I said this program, I decide maybe on Saturday or Sunday. I go talk now about the irregularities, the missing funds and all that thing, and I go deep into it. Not to say I skip them, but I want to talk about something we go bring we all together for let we listen and see how governments they operate. And indeed, instead of go against the against the opposition or waiting, why the parties do not go come together and then go after them people here where they undervalue their resources here, where they underestimate their resources here for let them get their own court. Why we not go put more energy there? And the other thing though, I know say yes, my brother talk about the processing and all that stuff then they, but I clearly believe say if we united, all the politicians them, the political parties then they united and say, but no, this 3% is too small. Let me reevaluate them. I don't know if una go get una go member, but again, people will accuse me of it being APC and stuff. But before the main reason where God direct me for let we establish VOS. Now because of what they listen to the 3 leading candidates them in 2018. President Bill, but previously candidate Bill, candidate Samua, candidate Yunkela, because now then I'll be the 3 leading candidates them. Why be they listen to them? Because I be they listen to them attentively, and I kind of realize, say, you know what? People are not able to get the platform where they will analyze the economic policies them the way I want. And one of the things that will drive me for open VOS. For people that way they say, so VOS open before the election. So VOS not open because be a win or something. When I go back and look at the 10-way VOS, the radio particularly. We open the radio, VOS radio, when I go to the Facebook page, VOS radio, Voice of Salone radio. We open them in 2017. Now we open the VOS radio. And we begin do the TV component of the VOS. I believe if when I go back to the transparency page, it will show now. Say I think somewhere in February 2018. So before even the election. So again, the point where they make now is why the parties them not go sit down and say, but let me forget first about fighting each other for then small money. Let we go after them people them way they evaluate the minerals here. Why would they get this amount? Or the second approach is let we try for renegotiate. Remember, some of you know they follow international politics or African politics for that matter. Magufuli, and one of the things that way he forced to negotiate the so-called royalty. So he said, no, they pay Tanzania very small. He push them. He even then threatened how they will take you to court, will take the country to court and stuff. He not budge. And as a matter of fact, one of the companies, the parent body in Canada. So what happened? The company end up, they not go court, they negotiate with them. Now I say una forgive 70% of una proceeds. 70% now una for pay to Tanzania. Guess what? A pin on that. They even say, okay, then go give 50-50. It still insist on 70%, they die so. So you see the negotiation, in negotiate, and when in negotiate in the interest of the country. And one thing first way it try for do is say, you know what? I don't care about IMF loan. I believe say if their companies here then pay their fair share of the resources of the taxes to government, definitely Tanzania don't need IMF loan. So now one thing that we for try force and say, let me take a decision. Because where I be they watch Dr. Samuel Kamara during the interview with one Ghanaian station, where they say the presenter, the person will be the interviewer, make it clear. They say, well, that's not the problem. How the country will only get 3% of the proceeds? That's not the problem. Now, Dr. Kamara say, well, if Salone agree, then get competition. Then go Guinea, then go Liberia and stuff. But look around. Yes, Guinea then get iron ore. But in terms of that diamond and stuff, we get more than them. So if you want, we need for just move away from Guinea and Liberia and look around for understand how much then they charge. But again, that example why I give with respect to Tanzania, because one of the impact the thing way go come for buy time now the IMF. Una remember I talk about say it will be very difficult for the government heavily subsidize agriculture because of IMF conditionality. We able upon them, and then it go hard for the government pin and say, okay, well, we want for Lona increase the royalty fee. Because IMF now, on behalf of their multinational company here, IMF they advocate. And by the way, another condition where IMF give, because they say Sierra Leone for only concentrate in certain thing them way, quote and unquote, then specialize in. Then get written and call economies of scale. And I'll for throw boku terms then pauna, but meaning that where you get it cheaper for you for let you produce certain thing compared to other countries them. So by that you probably will get comparative advantage, meaning that the cost for overall cost it will be smaller for you. So in that case, you able for compete internationally, then go encourage you for let you focus more on that in way it cheaper for you for produce in your country. And that's make una see say that grain, Ukraine, they produce majority of the grain where the world need, because they identify them, say, then get comparative advantage. So that comparative advantage we then get, the world come together through the World Trade Organization and all the organizations here and say, okay, well, then go encourage Ukraine for concentrate that aspect, that area there. So the same thing again with all the other things them. They look at the comparative advantage and then encourage you now for produce more. So through economies of scale, you go able for produce relatively cheaper compared to the other countries them, where they say go on for do the same thing. So, but again, it's all about all the conditions here, and that make farmers then they struggle because they allow what they do now the advanced countries them, but they allow Africa for do that. Ghana, they produce cocoa, but guess what? The cocoa where they buy, the amount that they pay to the farmers them, probably even less than 1 cup coffee we will cost like $1 something. So most of the profits they go to the shareholders of the company and where they go buy cocoa. They can process them as coffee and all that and make so much money. So and I make it very difficult for let Africa go come off from the kind tier. The entire Africa get for unite and then say no, we're not going to take this kind of amount. This royalty is very small. So as a result, you either give me 50%, at least 30%, or nothing at all. But 30% for reasonable. But 3%? And now we don't talk about all the resources here. They extract them from a country. for less than 20 million a year. And that's small money. And last show now the fishery part. How much will they get from with fishery? So from we fish, this the previous one, last show now the fishery. How much will they get from with fishery? So the fisheries, 196,588,000 new loans. So I go back for showing the calculator. Again, this I want for I don't want for throw boku numbers them, but at the same time, a fine for we understand. So when they talk about government, oh, we get this, we get this, we get that, let we be mindful really. Say government safe, they may they get better money at all. So when you look at that, let we that money went out 196,000. So 196 and then 588 and this 9,000. So because the money where the amount where they write 9,000, so they put the thousands. And this now the new loans. So this now the new loans. So what do they do? Forget the dollar equivalent. Let we divide them by 21.6. So for the fisheries, how much will they get from the fisheries? Now $9,101,296. Now they get for with fisheries. So slightly over 9 million. So 9 million plus slightly over 18 million. So almost in total, then they come to 27 million. So $27 million for we fisheries and all we mineral resources them. So less than $30 million now in Salone they get every year from the resources here. Yes, then get other I know get time now for go through the other ways them. I must then generate in terms of revenue from other aspect, other like license and other fees them, passport and all that. The audit report them get on there very clearly. So that's make I really go encourage the people that were comfortable with numbers, not to just no more for bash, say the government embezzle this amount and stuff, but we need for look at the revenue. Who side they come out? So then they go able for make the politicians they understand, say they need for come together if then go able for win the fight against them foreign people where they can use with resources and give we, in my opinion, peanut. Indeed, that they to mean a peanut, not to not like a small amount. So now let us show una in terms of the grant, how much the country they get last year. Where I mean grant, money will not get for payback. Where people and they say, oh, Salone like big. So the major side and where we feel so we'll get plenty money and less than $30 million equivalent. Less than $30 million. But when it comes to the big, Salone who like big and stuff, let's just show una how much will they get from them foreign grants them, like then grants them, fumble them. So according to the audit report, the amount where Salone they get in form of where we get, and this specifically now from the World Bank, the IDA, so meaning direct budgetary support as a form of grant for support we budget. So World Bank give money, and as a matter of fact, then just don't give Salone 65 million. I go show you that in a moment. So this, if we now read down, it shows now the equivalent. The government of Sierra Leone received the sum of $90 million, equivalent of 1.94 billion. That's the new loans from the World Bank's International Development Association, IDA. So this was received during the third and fourth quarter of 2022 through its second inclusive and sustainable growth program. So mi fambulem, una see why Salone concentrate on big, why we all they think say, oh, the government every time na international community and stuff. And this come back to the election where they say, oh, we don't care about the international community and stuff like that. No, we for care. So the money where we mineral resources they give we plus we fisheries in less than 30 million US dollars. And just one year. So you look at that, over 3 times what will they get from we mineral resources and we fisheries combined. Over 3 times the amount they give in a form of grant. So una see why it's essential for make sure say we do things them way conform or way international we meet international standard. So we go continue for the getting grant here. But without them grant here, now think about this so we not go able for operate that country there because we not get the stomach or the courage for say no, 3% is small. We want more than 3%. Clearly, we not get that courage there for challenge the money and ask for raise, if I can put on that way there. We not get that stomach there at all. So because of that, it's very much essential for we go appease the international community, World Bank, IMF, because now then they give we this time last year we not receive any grant according to this from the EU. We not receive any grant from the the IMF. So now World Bank. And another thing way interesting though, but maybe I go talk about that next time because I don't get much time again. I realize say where it come by the other side the government they overestimate. Then budget estimate it way exceed. But where it come per grant it lower. But where it come per the revenue where them for generate now the country they make high way more than the actual amount we then get. So I don't know if that in a strategy for then go able to spend and say, oh, we expect this amount of money. So I'm done there in a part of a budget and stuff like that. And this all for big question with Parliament supposed for the ask. Why the overestimation where it comes by the budget? Why the budget estimate they exceed so much? Let me look at the revenue. So you see what happen? The royalty, they underestimate, we get more. But look at the diamond and gold. The estimates say we forget about 90 billion leons on this. But look what's at the actual 4 billion leons. So the need for able understand Parliament need for ask why the overestimation. And let we look at the fishery as well. Look at the estimate. So 142 million. Then how much we actually get? That's the new leons. So 142 million. So in actual fact, now only 2 million the old leons. If now new leons, then you see them as billion. So that's not thing way Parliament for really look into. Now make us say, I want to say something where if they listen, then go able for correct Boku things them. Let them go back now the drawing board and ask why we they see their estimate here. So me fumble them, I go end the program in about 8 minutes. But one thing where I want for maybe end the program on, it go set the stage for maybe the next time where I go come on. So I don't talk about the grants. So the grant them, like I say, the money will not get for payback. This time around, according to this, now 1.94 billion leons. So equivalent of $90 million. So, but with all this, they raise that much revenue, but at the same time, when they get grant, the spending, they fumble them. Again, people then go say, oh, because of, like the government and stuff. But let me take a look at the spending, they fumble them. The spending, again, this is not surprising, the wage bill. So this is not the wage bill. Let I increase some and I go up small, and then I go stop, and then continue next time. Me fumble them. Let we look at the top. So una see now the wage bill, and I'm not going to go through all. But the wage bill, according to this wage bill, and if you go down to the write-up, you go surprised though. So, but look at the president office, and the president, I kind of make them, but the president office. So, in terms of the estimate, more than waiting actually the office of the secretary to the president and the office of the vice president as well combined. So now 128 million new leons. So all leons, it will be 128 billion. So, but when you look at this, me fumble them, the actual, but you see the estimate. So because for them, maybe Parliament not say, oh, this too much and stuff, they estimate them at 103, I go say billion, 103 billion, the new leons. Million. So the old leons na billion. Una excuse me, just for like una able to understand the two money. But I go stick with the new leons. So the new leons now 103 million new leons. So that's 9 and budget for. So then go over the budget by 24 million new leons. So look at last year. So then spend over 20 million new leons when at 20 billion old leons. Just then to office the secretary to the president and the vice president office. So the president in office now, the estimates say now 23 million new leons, but how much he spend? In actual fact, 33 million new leons. So meaning then go over 9 million new leons. Compared to last year, so over 11 million, when are 11 billion old leons, more than last year. The president. And again, I get boku of the table them where I really want for show now, but because of time, I will kind of probably pause here. But again, just quickly, with this go be something I go take up with. Where people they say, oh, like the president, look at the overseas travel. And we all know say that something where the country they grapple with. Overseas travel. But in terms of when you put all the spending, the local travel, the overseas travel, and waiting the government they spend on electricity and on water. When you combine all that with Fambulem, all the expenses them according to the top side, so it come to you. Okay, let me read them. Use of goods and services expanded during the financial year totaled this huge amount. So in terms of the new loans, now they read so. Now 1,666,413,000 and spend. So last show now, Amos then spending here all. By the way, it continue the breakdown. That means not just the total. I highlight the the overseas travel for let una see the difference. Look at 2021. Now 24,710,000 new loans last year, the previous year, 2021. 2022, look how much increase overseas travel cost. 87,435,000 new loans. So meaning 87 billion loans. If I'm them, when you look at this, let us show now how much they spend on goods and services for the whole year. How much than the camper in terms of the amount. And when you look, over 1 billion new loans more than last year. And then plenty money last year. And again, if I go back, you go see say under this administration, this amount is way more. But again, people then go say, okay, well, you factor inflation and stuff. Yes, then they will be valid arguments. But I just want to use the Salone amount. Me fambulem. So now la pull the calculator and show una how much that one they be in dollars. Because a T boku people them na diaspora people them. So then go more familiar and know the weight in dollars. So let I pull for una the calculator. So the first thing first, before I wrap up, let we look at the overall amount we then spend on goods and services. So now 4,666,413, and then this 9,000. So let we add the thousands there, the 3 zeros. Again, this not the new loan. So me people this not the new loan. So forget the dollar amount. We divide this by 21.6. Forget the dollar amount. So Amos, now the money we then spend, including on local travel, overseas travel, electricity, water, like all the goods and services where the government spend. We fumble them. It come to $216 million. $216 million and change. So una see, if you look at what we mineral resources they give plus fishery when are about less than 30 million, and then what we get for the whole year as a grant, we're about 90 million. So you combine the amounts then they now around 120 million. 120 million. But look how much they spend on goods and services. $216 million. Double all the revenues where we get from the mineral resources and with fisheries, plus the grant where we get for 2022 last year. So la Hollande, and next time it can be either on Sunday or Saturday. I'm not too sure, but Sunday I go tell for come. Let we spend the New Year's Eve. The Christmas Eve together. All right, me fambulem. Again, this we don't come to the end of this segment today. And I want to tell una boku thank you for where una join we now this program. And particular thank you to all the people that we call. I want to follow una come back by God in power on Sunday. Saturday, we still go get program where it will be 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and that will be 10 o'clock Nanette, Salone time and UK time. Last week, we see boku people and call, and I believe saying because of the time. So we go try for come back. And if Sister Matilda, because tell me, say go come, so I assume say go come. So if he come, I sure say go touch on this audit report. So that impress on Sunday when I come, I go show una the definition of impress. Let una go able understand, and then we go look at the government impress, the office of the president impress. And they use the word say they not retire the impress. And I go show now what they mean where I come on Sunday. So until that time day, una thank you. Let God bless una with una family. Let God bless VOS and all the presenters them. Let God bless the one country where we all cherish, where we call Mama Salone. We don't get two Mama Salone. We only get one Mama Salone. And we fumble them on behalf of the entire VOS. And I want to say boku thank you to we presenters them. Because again, we need to pay them na VOS. Myself, VOS need to pay me. So we did do this for the love of our country. Because we love Salone. And let God bless that country day where we call Mama Salone, where we all love. But we not forget to, I can always say, dear big, that we not swear that we politicians here. The reason being, no matter what, the way we structure, now then get for make policy, now then get for implement policy. So Parliament, they pass the law, and then they implement again the policy, and then they implement the policy. Now then they kind of bring policies, the cabinet, plenty times. Okay, I'm going to Parliament look at them and stuff, and then pass them in the form of a bill. And then the executive, the president, in team, they implement them policies here. So we not for swear them. If we swear them, that's where they catch. It affects me, it affects you, it affects who picking them. Because then go pass policies, then go continue for pass policies them, we're not to the interest of the country, because this way they follow there. So let we pray to God that God direct them, let them change their ways, let them do the things them will go benefit the country as a whole. Let we pray for them, so that God go direct them. They are big. I know say boku people are frustrated. They swear them, let them lucky, let them this, let them that. But guess what? If they are lucky, they not get their senses together. They not get the people them on the welfare. Now they act. If fumble now the country they perish. Let's say for example, I go show una how much they spend for service the debt, both domestic and external. It then at the audit report. So how much they pay interest. So when they continue for take more debt, it means they go pay more money per interest. And when that they happen, it means say less money go to activities them. Thing that we go benefit with Salone people them. Programs them, healthcare, education, all them thing them we they praise the government for. So you see why we for pray for them, let them come to their senses and not say the country not to them personal property. And then debt here, not to just long term, even the short term, because some debts then they wait within 6 months, later max probably within a year. you get for begin pay interest, but then debt year. And even I go show now the treasury bill and then the treasury bonds. I be not explain what anyone in they mean. But I go show now how much government they spend in terms of interest. We make people and they say, oh, not to Salone no more begin owe debt and stuff. Other country, the America, owe debt and waiting. But their own financial situation is way different. And America gets the advantage of the American dollars. So we fumble them. Again, let God bless Una. And let God bless the one and only country where we call Mama Salone. Until then, me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say, Tata.